EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Who are?
First carry for Rashad White. They find some open
it's working right now. Hopefully you make it through the whole game. Partly me. It was both of us. Because he started it, and then she was doing Bradley Harris. She told me to flip it and put a timer. I thought I put a timer on, but I guess it didn't start.
It's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be.
The other two that he ate, though, wasn't that great. That's why I didn't eat them. I didn't eat none. Yeah, what she said. She said it's pretty good. You just gotta put some cheese and salt and pepper and stuff.
As they head into the playoffs, and that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hooker now off play action. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll go up the middle with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here is 3rd and 5.
18
Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. White. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. the gun. It's Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Saints had 5 and 11 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Howell's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
In motion right is Ridley. Throwing on second and long. Powell. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Powell throwing on third down here. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Here's Hooker to throw it. He completes it right side to White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
On the set. 18, 5 in.
Now Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's got this complete to Ridley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Howell. And it's complete right back to Ridley. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Let's go.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Track at 60.
Howell from the gun. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
70 Rangers.
And Howell will throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Howell now to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick.
In motion left is Davis. Throwing here, Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to throw, Howell. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Hustle, hustle.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Get it. Back row 80.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's got room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposite.
He's got a man, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Howell
works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gibson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Here's Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on fourth and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
2nd down and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing. Hooker. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Away.
Take Dell now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.